right. We saw what happened.
No, you didn't hear it from me. You have no idea who you're talking to right now. I'm just a faceless host on a radio program discussing some football from opening weekend. You don't know who I am. Again, when you look at our YouTube page, like, I'm unrecognizable. Maybe I'm the guy who said the Dolphins have what it takes and everyone's underestimating them. Maybe I'm not that guy. You don't know. You have no idea right now. I'm just a radio host doing a radio program.
Stand on business. You got to stand on business.
Stand on business who? Who are you talking to?
I'm not speaking to Hawkman.
No, just call me Mr. Host. I'm Mr. Host. I can tell you one thing. We learned something yesterday. That Colts team is good.
Storm Duck likes to hang around behind the receivers, it seems.
Man, well, Storm Duck likes to hang out in the training room because I honestly, I don't even know where to begin. I literally do not know where to begin.
25 points? That's like, you don't lose by. We talked about it. Last week. There's blowouts in college. There's not 25-point wins in the NFL.
And really, it was a shutout. I mean, Devon Achane Devon Achane, in my opinion, saved more conversation about Mike McDaniel and Tua by single-handedly saying, I'm not leaving this field until that ball crosses the goal line. I refuse. It was like Greg Camarillo running down the sideline. Devon Achane said, we are not going out this way. That was the moral victory. Devon Achane, and then the 2-point conversion from Solana's guy, Julian Hill. I mean, that's the moment you've been waiting for, Solana.
Hey, Crowder, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're down 33-0, probably the worst game you've had as a head coach in 4 years. And it's 4th and 11 in the fourth quarter, and you throw a pass behind the line of scrimmage from the 11-yard line. Like, hey, credit to Devon Achane for getting in. I mean, that dude literally bulldozed everybody, and there was a block in front of him. I don't know who set the block. Great block, but that's the play. 4th and 11, and you throw the ball behind you to the 13-yard line on a screen pass and force your running back to just go get you a touchdown. Like, how is that the play? How?
They had nothing left, nothing else. That's why I was looking. I was doing the math. If Devon Achane's not on the field, they have 139 yards of total offense, 0 touchdowns. They had 211, which that's embarrassing. They have 211 total yards of offense. He had 72. Do the math. 139 yards of offense in an NFL game if Devon Achane's not out there. The 211 is embarrassing. 211 yards of total offense, 43 in the first half. We were not prepared. What does Tony Kornheiser and them do? The little blank line? Unprepared to play an NFL game yesterday.
They had 41 total yards of offense in the first half. 41. They did not pass half field. They did not in the first half of football for the Miami Dolphins. And I know Tua throws the interception and then he has the bad fumble. But the Dolphins, first half of football, so much for our scripted drive. That's always a touchdown, Hawk, by the way.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. I was going to cash in big on that one.
The Dolphins did not pass half field. How?
You know, I was watching the game yesterday. Andrew Catalan said something amazing when they came back for the second half. The Dolphins had 41 yards of total offense. The Colts ran 41 plays in the first half. That's almost impossible. All right, let me get into the nuts and bolts here. The Monday Rewind on WQAM is sponsored by Chevy. It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to see why Chevy is America's most dependable lineup of trucks. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Here's the good news. We are literally less than a month away from the Panthers raising the banner on their second Stanley Cup championship. So,
Going down
you know, we got like 3.5 weeks to mess around with this nonsense, and then we'll talk some Panthers hockey. I mean, they start. I think it's October 7th or 6th or 5th. Like we're less than a month away. So
yeah, first week. Also 44 days until the Miami Heat season opener, gentlemen. I'm prepared here. Okay, just letting you know. Norman Powell's going to look better than Tua Tagovailoa. I promise you that much.
We're gonna look better than Tua Tagovailoa. I hope so. Terry Rozier looks better than Tua Tagovailoa.
Our star is Julian Hill. Come on, man. We need to. What are you doing?
Sports Talk on WQAM is sponsored by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long, starting at just $30 for your first year. That's like $2.50 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. You talk about being unprepared. So I'm watching Dan Orlovsky this morning on ESPN, and I screen grabbed his quote. Dan Orlovsky said, "There's no singular blame. To come out week one like that was shocking. They looked unmotivated, unprepared, and unaggressive."
Yeah.
That's, to me, a testament on the coach and this so-called new culture, which was all lip service. It was lip service.
Unprepared, X and O wise, you saw it. You saw just turnovers, 41 yards or off. Like you saw that side of it. To Dan Orlovsky's point, to seem as if, I say seem, that you don't want to play a football game, that goes a lot deeper into the locker room and the coaches' offices. They didn't want to be out there. 25 points? That's crazy.
It felt to me as if they adopted my mindset, which was ignore last year, only consider what happened in 2023. Now, the difference is I'm not the head coach of the team. I'm not one of the players on the team. But that's been my mindset. You guys can all panic about what you saw last year. You guys can all panic about the exodus of great players or leaders that happened during the offseason. But I know this team is really good. Now, again, I'm just a guy on the radio saying that. But that was my attitude going into it. But I felt like that was their attitude after I watched that game. And that was nothing less than shocking to me because I said it a million times. Mike McDaniel, knowing that he's got to kind of reprove himself as an offensive mastermind, came out with that.
Mm-hmm.
Tua, knowing that there's some heat on this team and heat with him and the relationship with Tyreek, and we talked about how he's going to assert himself, for him to come out there and do that. I mean, he looked as bad as he's looked in his entire career here. And I don't know what to do with it. I would love to do some shtick, say that, I saw some positive things. Julian Hill's going to make up for Jonnu Smith's productivity. But I didn't see anything. I didn't. It was really like having the rug pulled out from under you. Like, didn't see anything that gave me any confidence in Mike McDaniel or Tua or this vaunted front seven or like nothing. Nothing.
Our special teams. Can we clap it up for special teams? Diastrous, pretty well done.
Nice return.
That was a nice return.
Yeah, all right. Diastrous.
They missed Jason Sanders' energy on the sidelines, in my opinion. That probably cost 21 points.
Yeah.
Our strengths were not strengths. Our weaknesses were taken advantage of. That's the definition of a bad team. I'll give you some. Get the bad one out the way so you can go and beat up on the Pets and the Bills and the Jets. The Jets scored 32 damn points with Justin Fields. We scored 8 on a 4th and 15. I'm worried, Hawk. No, I'm throwing up. I'm concerned about this roster and this team.
I know a lot of people had the take, and we discussed it on Friday. this feels like maybe not like a must win, but Tobin was calling it a gotta have it, right? Like this one was important for all the reasons we explained. The narratives start to really percolate if you lose that game. But truthfully, the Colts hadn't won a home opener or hadn't won an opener since I think 2013, like over 4,000 days. I heard Schefter say this morning on McAfee. And the emotional aspect of Irsay passing away, like there was just a lot of things going into that game where, hey, the Dolphins, I thought were a good team. Good teams beat good teams, sometimes beat great teams, but oftentimes lose to mediocre to bad teams also. So losing to the Colts, in my opinion, wasn't going to be the end of the world. But looking that way, losing to the Colts, the coach wasn't prepared. The team wasn't prepared. Yeah. The coach wasn't motivated. The team wasn't motivated. And your roster does not look like it can compete with Daniel Jones and the Colts. That's a huge issue.
That's the most alarming thing, right? Daniel Jones looked like the best quarterback you've ever seen play NFL football.
Yep.
Prime Peyton Manning. I was watching Prime Peyton Manning yesterday.
With legs. He was running in touchdowns as well as throwing. I want Daniel Jones. Let's straight up. Tua for Daniel. They were not prepared to play an NFL game. That's extremely concerning.
Couple things that I was wrong on for sure. Okay. Storm Duck and Jack Jones are not the next Sam and Pat. They may be the next Bartles and James.
You're telling me Storm isn't Sam Madison.
You literally would have had as an effective secondary duo out there if you had Hall and Oates. They're in their 70s. I mean, it was remarkable. By the way, Miami football reports on WQAM are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools, technical colleges. MDCPS technical colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. I will tell you, there is an unbelievable amount of talk about the Dolphins because of how bad they looked. Mm-hmm. Half the teams lost yesterday. Yep. That's how it works. Half the teams are going to win, half are going to lose. The conversation about the Dolphins has been happening all over national media because of just how bad they looked. Teams get beat. There's no shame in getting beat.
Ravens
There
lost.
is shame in what happened yesterday in Indianapolis.
41-40. I watched the game last night. I know y'all did. The Bills and the Ravens. The Ravens lost, but they scored 40 points and they got beat with a last-second field goal. Buccaneers beat the Falcons by 3. Like, we watched a lot of football. No one gets beat by 25 points in the NFL. That's why the word is unprepared. This team was not ready, and no words minced. This is a coaching staff thing. This team was not prepared to play football yesterday when 1 o'clock.
Well, and personnel. And I've been a Chris Grier defender, and it's not just a coaching thing. This is a personnel problem as well, because 100%. As much as I wanted to believe in Storm Duck and Jack Jones, Storm Duck got exposed the first couple passes that went his way.
But it's not just that. Like, we're always talking about, is it the chef in the kitchen who has the right groceries, or is it the person supplying the groceries? Guys, it's everything. It's everything. Because I tweeted this out yesterday. At the end of the first quarter, the tight end you signed to go out there and fill Jonnu Smith, your most productive player on the offense last season outside of Devon Achane, inactive for week 1. The right guard you signed, that was supposed to be the big signing for this offensive line to finally solidify it, along with a rookie you drafted who got torn up yesterday, was out within 5 plays, and Mike McDaniel just confirmed now he's going to be out a couple weeks at the very least. Out in 5 plays. And the cornerback, that wasn't even number 1 option, but number 2 option, who was 5th on your depth chart last year in cornerbacks, who was your big answer, out before the end of the first half with an injury. And after getting torn up, by the way, for a score. Like, those were the answers to the biggest holes that the Dolphins had from Chris Grier, And one guy wasn't available. One guy coming off an Achilles tear played 5 snaps and left with an injury. Clearly, body can't hold up anymore. And the other guy who shouldn't even be out there, who probably wouldn't start for any other team in the NFL as the number one option in the secondary, got torn up and then out with an injury. And then you have no other options. That's a personnel problem. It's for sure a McDaniel problem, but it's both. They're both inept. Both.
I almost felt bad for Anthony Weaver. To your point, Solana, like, what can I call? Y'all can't play man coverage on these guys. And we're not talking about Jamar Chase.
That's the thing. It was Daniel Jones and
Downs.
Like
who is this Downs?
Anthony Weaver,
Downs is Randy Moss. What's going on?
Anthony Weaver, there's no way he can sleep for the next 10 nights if he watched that Buffalo game last night, because that's who's coming after New England. There's no way Anthony Weaver can sleep.
You can't double team everybody. And that's Solana,
I have a feeling if they were able to play 22 guys on defense and double team everyone, they'd still get beat.
They lost by 11, not 25.
Bro, I see people like, oh, the defense. And yeah, the defense did not look good at all yesterday. But first half, your quarterback is killing you. The Dolphins offense is supposed to, at the very least, win the field position battle, right? Like, if you can't score, you punt the ball, put your defense in a good situation. 2 consecutive drives to start the game after the Colts already score. Turnover. They're in plus territory already. Like, the offense killed the momentum of that entire game and put the defense in a terrible situation. Terrible.
Here's the good news, though. It's going to make it that much sweeter when they beat up on New England this Sunday. Put your money on the Dolphins laying the points Sunday. I am telling you, this is the way things work. This is how, tell your friends. Uncle Marky said, bet the farm on the Dolphins laying points.
Hawk.
They're the favorites against New England.
How many
Sunday?
points?
Boom. Take it to the bank. I think
How
2.5, right?
What is
2.5?
it?
Two?
They're 2.5-point favorites? Hawk, I can't ride with you on this one, big fella.
I've been on a heater. I had the over last night.
They needed a 4th and 13 to score a touchdown with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Now they're just going to run through the Patriots.
Hawk, what's the alternate line? Can we get the Dolphins minus 10 again?
Yeah, that didn't work out for me. It's Dolphins minus 2. Dolphins are 2-point favorites.
Got my winner.
No, it's too easy. I'm telling you. I know how these Dolphins teams bounce back with Mike McDaniel at the helm. I've seen this.
So he's going to adjust to the Colts game, and then now they're going to. Are we talking about?
He wasn't ready. His calendar was wrong. He didn't even know it was opening weekend. He got a faulty calendar. He's got a Sue Apple.
He thought it was 4 preseason games still.
He thought it was 4 preseason games. His opener is this Sunday.
He was getting ready for New England.
Mike McDaniel plays in a 16-game season. I don't know what you boobs are talking about. Hey, let's do real quick headlines because Josh Appel is going to join us. He wants to celebrate his USF Bulls beating up your Gators at the Swamp.
My connection's getting bad. Can y'all hear me still?
The Gators paid USF $500,000 to come there and kick their asses.
Hey, fellas, I think I'll be back.
Headlines, real quick, brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
We'll get to some more NFL notes later on. Hurricanes dominate Bethune-Cookman 45-3. And USF, the Bulls, move up to number 18 in the AP poll. They go into the Swamp and they kick the Gators' ass.
Hey, let's be professional. These are headlines. Let's just be professional during headlines. Let's just. That was bro. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed on my couch just sitting there by myself. That's stupid.
Go Gator.
Oh, let's be professional.
UM is going to play USF Saturday at 4:30 p.m., by the way. That's the top 25 matchup now.
That's a good one.
No longer a trap game, Hawk. No longer a trap game.
No. That's a legit game. You're not looking ahead on that one. Also, the biggest sporting event ever on the CW, which is where it will air.
I'm betting Canes heavy.
What's the line? 2 touchdowns or something?
It's big, yeah. I think it was 13.5 or 14.
Yeah, the Canes Florida's not built to win, but the Canes are going to wear USF out. I don't want to jinx y'all, but
I mean, the same thing happened
last
year.
Dave Portnoy tweeted out today, if USF beats Miami, they should be number 1 in the nation without any questions.
Yeah. No, I watched the Notre Dame game and I watched Florida USF. Miami's about to show them
17.5 is the line. That's a lot of points, man.
That is a lot of points, but they're not ready for. Listen, Ruben Bain is going to go crazy.
The same thing happened last
Bowl
year.
Is this Saturday?
Yeah.
FIU coming off a big performance. Give it up for the Willie Simmons era.
I listened to it. I was driving up to Tampa on Saturday. I listened to FIU Penn State on the radio.
Yeah. Credit to the Panthers. They covered. Didn't lose by 42.5.
They did cover. They did better than anyone expected, I think.
It was 7-0 with like 2 minutes to go in the first half. And then Penn State scored a little field goal, and then Drew Allard threw that stupid touchdown. But they covered, man. Well done. Willie Simmons era, baby. Off to a great start. 1-1.
Crowder, you can't laugh at anything collegiately. You cannot you cannot. No comments, no laughter. Anything about college football, you cannot laugh or comment.
But USF had a little silly field goal late and a little stupid touchdown, and that's why we lost to them.
You were at the Swamp.
Bro, listen, this Billy Napier, he might want to start packing. He needs some boxes. If anybody has boxes, send them to Billy Napier's house so he can start gathering his items.
No, because the AD came out and released a statement again, right, in support of Billy Napier. Or did I get fooled by last year's memo from the AD?
I thought that might have been last year's memo.
Okay,
I think that's what that was. Yeah,
it's possible.
Because there's
I might have gotten
way
fooled.
after he would do the same thing after another loss. Marge, hey, fire up that memo again.
Okay. So LSU, number 3, UM, number 5, Texas, number 7, Texas A&M, number 16. Our next 4 games are highly ranked teams. That's what I saw Saturday. That's gonna get wore out versus those 4 teams. Telling you.
So much for Lagway being the best quarterback in Florida, too. That was a good take by you.
Yeah. I think he might have had some dirt in his eye. He kept wiping his face.
Emory Williams. I think he's behind our second string quarterback.
I think Williams was actually inside of his eye. He was sitting there. He couldn't see.
I saw a Photoshop where they renamed them to Lagalale, like Uyangalale.
That was funny. That was funny.
Bears versus Vikings tonight in Monday Night Football, by the way. That's your final game of the Week 1 slate. And
then the regular season starts Sunday with Dolphins and Patriots at Hard Rock Stadium.
Stop texting McDaniel.
I knew I'd find something before the show was over.
Stop texting
Mike McDaniel got the calendar wrong.
Your weather, it's hot, it's humid. Who cares, man? The Dolphins stink. Doesn't matter. That's your weather.
Imagine Mike McDaniel's surprise when he showed up to that stadium and it was sold out. He's like, this is weird, man. For preseason game 4? Man, these Indianapolis fans are crazy about football.
That was the problem.
Please let that have been the problem. Please don't tell me it was actual non-preparedness, coaching, and personnel.
Huck, non-prepared. I'm Huck, heavy concern right now.
Do you know what you're supposed to do here?
No, I just sent y'all a question mark.
Tootsies. Like we covered this from an hour before the show started till now, and how on earth You want to talk about unprepared?
Already
Right.
I
playing
mean,
around.
I mean, so perfect. You're calling out that we literally have gotten you prepared for this very moment for the entire morning.
Y'all were talking about this on the thread.
Yes, the thread with you.
I need to print it.
What?
Anybody got anything else?
Do you want us? Yeah. Do you want us to come back to you later?
Yeah.
I mean, this is perfect. That couldn't have been more perfect.
Let me
Might
reload.
have been. That could not. Solana, did we not say, hey,
I didn't know.
first segment coming out of the box?
Who comes out the gate like that? That's crazy.
Well,
But
that's
it
why
is perfect.
we talked about it for an hour.
Crowder spends 25 minutes slamming McDaniel for not having his team prepared, 5 minutes slamming Billy Napier for not having his team prepared. The one thing he had to be prepared for, not prepared.
And then he's like, I gotta print it.
I need to print it. I gotta have it on paper.
Gotta print it. What are we doing here?